Here's a pretty crazy consequence of AI that most people haven't realized yet. So this is a chart of identity fraud and identity theft over time. Pretty scary chart going pretty much straight up. And here's a chart of AI relevance and usage over the same time period. Notice any similarities here? They are almost the exact same shape. Now, this actually isn't a coincidence at all. The rise in AI actually has a correlation to the rise in identity fraud, but it's not for the reasons you might think. So the AIs themselves are not the actual problem here. The models aren't actually stealing people's data. They are making certain scams quite a bit better and scarier, but that's, again, not what the cause of correlation is here. The actual problem is the data that's needed to train AIs and make them good. There are kind of two ways to train an AI. The first way is called web scraping, where an AI will literally browse Google and search every topic it possibly can and learn from all of the public data on the internet about a given topic. Now, the second ways companies train their AIs are with private data that they purchase from some other company. And a lot of companies really leverage this purchase data because it's one of the things that could differentiate them and their AIs from other competitors. But here's the problem. Because AI has boomed so much, the demand for data has also gone way up. And when demand raises, price raises. And whenever prices raise and there's money to be made, unfortunately, there's going to be bad actors that come along and exploit that system, and that's what's happening now. As a result of all this, a whole black market has evolved around personal data trading through these companies called data brokers, which basically aggregate a bunch of data and sell it to as many people as they can, and it almost always makes it into a bad actor's hands, whether that's somebody committing fraud directly or doing something more in the gray area, like selling it on an open data marketplace, where literally anybody can go onto one of these public websites, enter your first and last name, and buy all of the data out there that exists on you. The whole thing's gotten out of hand very quickly, again, all because data has gotten very, very valuable and all these people are incentivized to sell it. Anyway, it's terrifying, but how do you personally prevent yourself from being exposed to all this? Two main ways. One, just be careful online and where you submit your information. That's not much help though, because everybody says that, and I think we all kind of already are, but there's one active thing you can do to prevent this, which is using a service like Delete Me, which works to actively remove all of your data from all of the common data brokers out there that store it and sell it on these open black and gray markets. Delete Me is a longtime sponsor of my videos, but I've been using them even longer and I really stand by what they do. It's kind of a two-step system. Basically, when you sign up, they do one huge audit of all of the major data brokers out there and request to have your data removed in one fell sweep. And then arguably more importantly, actively monitor the web in these services. So if you do slip up and your data does end up somewhere, they nip it in the butt right before it has a chance to spread onto that market. Delete Me is an invaluable service and in my opinion worth every penny. It is paid, but the amount of security you get, especially in the landscape we're in right now, again with AI making these data markets crazy, it's very worth it. You can find a link to them in my bio. I do also have a discount code that you'll find up there if you want to use it yourself. Thank you Delete Me for sponsoring this video. Thank you for listening to this, and I'll catch you in the next video.